Wednesday was a very busy day for the football club. 2 new signings, 1 outgoing, 1 new contract. First of all, Cuellar and Jerome, what are they going to bring?
Experience is primary, but quality as well. Cameron's one we've been looking at for a little bit longer. Certainly in the summer when we couldn't get him, but things move pretty quickly in football, as we know, and obviously delighted that he signed. He gives us power, pace, and experience as well, and gives us more attacking options for what will be a long season. Carlos, again, vastly experienced player. That one's pretty quicker, really. That was, we knew he was available, got in there quickly with him. Great lad. He's come down, proved his fitness to us. Will bring quality to us. That little bit of guile as well that's going to be needed, and of course defensive cover where we were a little bit short. So great to get those two signed on the dotted line, and will form a big part of our squad.
And Michael Turner, new contract?
Yeah, Michael's been excellent, and going back to the last few games of last season, I thought he was outstanding, and has been really consistent this year with his performances so far. So thoroughly deserves his deal, and again, he's a player that you want about the place. You want your players to commit. He's done that along with others, and it's really good, really positive. So yeah, a very good day for us.
And Leroy Fer's completed his move to QPR in a club record transfer agreement.
Yeah, I mean, Leroy obviously stated his desire that he wanted to go, which is understandable. He's just come off the back of a World Cup, and he knew of Premiership interest. And as I said, you don't want to lose them type of players, but the lad indicated that he wanted to leave, and then of course then it's making sure the deal's right for the club, and it's got to the stage where the deal was right for the club, and obviously we wish Leroy well.
What can we expect your approach to be to the rest of the transfer window now?
Yeah, we'll still be looking. There's still a few days left. Again, hopefully it's people coming in, and we're talking about incomings rather than outgoings. I've said all along, we'll do what we feel we need to do, and as and when players are available, we'll see what we can do with that.
Looking ahead to Saturday's game now, the spirit must be really high at the moment.
Yeah, very good. And it was, to be fair, after the Wolves game. Like I say, I took a lot of positives from that game. As you always can, just as in when you win games, you're looking for what you could have done better as well. It's easy to just be pigeonholed. You lose a game, you were hopeless. You win a game, you were magnificent. It isn't like that. So certainly the spirit was not bad at all, and the desire even after that Wolves game. And I think we saw that against the last 2 home games, Watford and Blackburn, and hopefully we'll take that now into just as big a game on Saturday.
It's quite early to have a derby game. Is that an advantage, disadvantage?
I don't know really. I'll tell you after the game, but yeah, it's not bad going into the back of it off back-to-back home wins and 6 goals as well, and the atmosphere, and we saw at Carrow Road particularly on Tuesday night. It's a good place at the minute. The players, we said all along, the spirit's there, the desire's there. They want to play, they want to compete, they want to go and put right the wrongs of relegation. So yeah, I don't know whether there's a good time to play a derby sooner rather than later. I don't know, but we're confident going into it.
You know how much this game means to the supporters. You've been around the club for 20 years. How much does it mean to you?
Everything. Like I say, I've played in many of them, I've watched many of them, and now we're going to go down there and be coaching and managing one of them. I know exactly what it means to the supporters. People don't understand outside of East Anglia, how big it is. They have the Manchester derbies and the Merseyside derbies and the Midlands derbies and many others, the London derbies. But I tell you what, the Norwich Ipswich one is just as fiercely contested, and as both sets of supporters want it just as much as anything else. And they are huge games. Great to play in. Probably watching's not the easiest bit. I know once you're out there, you're involved in it, but. Yeah, they're huge games, and we know exactly what it means to the Norwich fans.
And your first one as manager, are you doing anything different in preparation for this game, or is it the same routine?
No, it'll be the same. We'll treat it the same as any other game. Cliched, I know, but we'll look at what Ipswich are good at, what they're not so good at, and in the manner we did at Watford and Blackburn, and see how we can go and hurt them. Hopefully win the game and take all 3 points.
And a bit about Ipswich, they've had a bit of a mixed start.
Yeah, they've had a mixed start. I watched the first game, obviously the game on TV. They looked competitive, they looked organised. I think one thing we're guaranteed from Ipswich on the day is 100% commitment and desire, which we have to match and better if you can bet 100%. Yeah, they've got talented players, but it's like I've said all along, it's about us. It's about us, about how good we are. And if we're at it and we play as well as we have done in the last 2 games, then we'll be confident to win the game.
Any fresh injury news for us?
No, only Javier really with his hamstring from the other night. Hopefully, I mean the players had a day off yesterday. I'll speak to the physio today just to check that no one's picked up anything, because you can get things overnight and a little bit of stiffness in the morning, and that's the reason for today. They'll be doing a second day recovery as well as training. So hopefully there's nothing. There was certainly nothing we were too concerned about from Tuesday night apart from Javier.
Finally, if the team can repeat the performance that was put in at Portman Road last time Norwich went there, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be nice. I'd take a 1-0 now and an awful game, and it is about the points, but yeah, nice to, if you're going to be greedy, get the points and the performance.